We will begin with a lecture, so there will be a lot of words and information to take in. So take your time to take in the information and ask relevant questions where necessary. Sorry. Lycras, your vest is still black, if you noticed. You just need to change it to Ranger Green. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Where was I? Okay, basically, this was gonna be like a long lecture, a lot of words. So take your time, take in the information, and ask relevant questions where necessary. After that, we'll move on to the practical training, which will require active participation from everyone. So that's going to be like a fun part of this BCT. So you guys won't just need to sit through a boring lecture by me. Okay. So I will now explain the purpose of a briefing room and how to act when in a briefing. A briefing room is the primary space that we use for training, instructions, and operational planning. So the basic etiquettes are first, punctuality. Everyone's got to be punctual. Make sure you arrive on time, as late arrivals may disrupt the session and will note that. Okay, sorry. Let me just check your uniform once more. Looks green enough. Yep. You're just missing a radio, but you can get it next time, so no worries on that. Okay, just remember you need to get yourself a radio. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, where was I? Okay, punctual. Make sure everyone's punctual. And then next is that we have proper seating arrangements. Make sure you guys sit in assigned seats from the front row to the back. And do not skip rows or arrange your position without permission. Then we have silence and attention. Make sure you all remain quiet while the briefing officers are speaking, as active listening is mandatory. Moving on, we have respectful behavior. Do not interrupt, argue, or challenge instructors during briefings. Questions should be saved for designated Q&A periods. Lastly, we have PTS, or permission to speak. If you wish to ask any questions or in general to speak, you may say PTS in chat or in general and just ping me. Or I can say permission to speak through your mic for permission. Only when allowed by the officer in charge, you may speak. There's a chance I may not see everyone's chat here, so go ahead and ping me on general if you need to speak. Okay? Does anyone have any questions? Going once, going twice. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I will now explain what the faction is. Task Force Crimson Skulls, aka TFCS, is a faction that provides a structured and immersive semi-milsim experience for its members, focusing on teamwork, communication, and tactical coordination, while ensuring a fun and enjoyable experience in operations. Next, we'll move on to the rules of the faction. Everyone is expected to understand and adhere to our faction's rules and regulations. You may all refer to the rules channel under information category at our Discord server. Failure to adhere to the rules will result in punishments depending on severity. We have different types of punishments, starting with warnings. It is issued for minor rule violations or unintentional mistakes to serve like a formal reminder to correct behavior. Then we have strikes. It's given for serious offenses or repeated rule violations after receiving prior warnings. And lastly, we have penalties, which will determine the level of consequence a personnel will be facing, ranging from 1 penalty point up to 7 penalty points. Racking up penalties will result from a verbal warning, like punishments, point reduction, rank demotion, temporary removal from the faction, and up to a appealable ban from the faction. Okay, does anyone have any questions? No? Okay, I will now make sure that everyone is listening, so I will do a quick test. So, Mac, I have a question for you. How many punishments do we have? Yeah, I can see your chat. Uh, yeah, you may be a bit confused. We have penalties ranging from 1 to 7. Our punishments was actually warnings, strikes, and penalties, but I guess you can say up to 7. That works. So good listening skills. All right. Epitaph, I have a question for you. What is um what kind of milsim are we? Are we a serious milsim, or are we a semi milsim, or are we a casual milsim? I most likely cannot see your chat, so you may need to ping me on general to answer me. Correct. We are a semi milsim. Okay, next. Landcrest, I have a question for you. Can you give me a basic etiquette for briefing room? Any basic etiquette in the briefing room? You may need to ping me in the chat in general. So far, I can only see Mac. Basic etiquettes. Do you know what are etiquettes? Like the basic rules. Okay, so I'll explain again. The basic etiquettes are punctuality. Make sure you are punctual. All right, make sure you guys have active listening. So be silent and pay full attention. And then proper seating arrangements. Make sure you guys sit properly at your seating arrangements and be respectful. And use PTS whenever you guys want to speak. Okay? Make sure you guys remember that. Okay, now we'll move on to how our operations work in the faction, what we expect from all of you, and what not to do in an operation. So all operations are organized into squads, each led by a squad leader or higher ranking operator selected by the event host. You are all to follow the chain of command, maintain formation, and contribute to the squad's objective. Everyone are expected to demonstrate teamwork, discipline, communication, and professionalism. Okay, make sure you guys remember that. You all should work with your squad, follow orders promptly, communicate clearly without unnecessary chatter, and maintain respect toward both trainers and colleagues. These standards are essential to ensure order, efficiency, and overall success in trainings and operations. Everyone must avoid behaviors that disrupt events, risking the integrity of a relationship with another faction, or compromise the effectiveness of the unit. This includes disobeying orders, acting independently without direction, engaging in unnecessary chatter, showing disrespect toward colleagues or superiors, and neglecting their assigned roles. Such actions weaken teamwork and will not be tolerated. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, I will assume you guys don't have any questions, so I will be the one asking questions. So I would prefer that you guys ask questions, so you know it'd be better to understand that you guys know what I said. So I will now ask questions. So Landcrest, I have a question for you. In your squad, what are you expected to demonstrate? What are the basic things you are expected to demonstrate? Yes, teamwork. Very simple. Teamwork is one of them. You don't have to answer all of them, so no worries. Okay, you got it right. Okay, moving on to epitaph. I have a question for you. What must you do, or rather, what must you avoid to disrupt events? Things you must avoid to avoid disrupting events. Yes, things you shouldn't do during events. Yes, going solo without instruction is one of them, correct. So basically, in events, just don't disrupt it. Don't disobey. Don't act independently. Don't chit chat and whatnot, so on and so forth. But yeah, you got it right. It's quite common sense. Okay, Mac, I have a question for you. Okay, let me see what I can ask you. Okay, so all operations are organized into squads, like I said earlier. In these squads, who leads the squad? The squad leader and one more? There's two answers. Okay, no worries. Yes, correct. Squad leader is one of them. And the other is a higher ranking operator selected by the event host. So, for example, everyone here is a recruit, but let's say one of you is a private. So the rest of you are E0 and one of you is E1. So E1 is the higher ranking person. So that higher ranking person would be the higher ranking operator, which will be automatically assigned as the squad leader, usually by the event host, or said otherwise. Okay, so it's usually these two. All right, I hope you guys got it. Okay, let's move on to event etiquettes. So, when I did the uniform inspection, uniform and gear compliance, make sure you guys follow the required uniform and equipment standards for each event. And next up, make sure you guys follow the event rules, abide by the instructors of the event host, regardless of your rank. Okay, you guys may be a low rank now, but in the future, you guys may be a similar rank like me, Master Sergeant, right, or a higher ranking position, and the host could be a lower rank position than you, but still you need to abide by the instructions of the event host, okay, regardless of your rank. Next up, we have to maintain professional conduct. All right, avoid joking about sensitive topics or acting inappropriately. And lastly, we have to respect other participants, avoid unnecessary hostility, harassment, or disruptive behavior. Okay, I'll let you guys sink this in for a bit. I need to turn off my air conditioning, so be right back because I will be asking questions. Okay, I am back. I will now ask questions starting with Mac. So, for basic event etiquettes, what kind of uniform and gear must you have? Can you have? Yes, something like that. So you have to wear the correct uniform. You gotta have the correct gear according to our faction armory. Okay. All right. Next up, we have Epitaph. I have a question for you. Can you tell me about what are the event rules? I may have worded this a bit tough, but no worries. Just answer what you can. Correct. You gotta be respectful to the host regardless of rank. That is a really good answer. Okay. Next we have Lancrest. So what kind of conduct must you maintain during events? Sorry, that is not the right answer. What kind of conducts must you maintain? You're gonna maintain professional conduct. So I'll give you a last chance, one more chance. How do you maintain a professional conduct? What you answered was actually an answer that Epitaph answered, or rather, to follow event rules. So how do you maintain professional conduct? Responsible to follow the rules. Okay, I'll let you know again what it means to maintain professional conduct. Okay? You basically avoid joking about sensitive topics or act inappropriately. So you just need to be respectful. That's basic and standard professional conduct. Okay? Remember that. Okay, no worries. We'll move on to the next. So we have etiquettes towards teammates. So you guys need to maintain professional and respectful behavior with your teammates, as it is essential for team cohesion, operational efficiency, and safety. So first, we need to have respect and courtesy. Make sure you treat all teammates equally, regardless of rank or experience. Next, we have conflict resolution. Resolve disputes calmly and escalate serious issues to team leads or high com, aka people of higher ranking positions. Okay. Next, we have communication etiquettes. Clear, concise, and professional communication is essential for operational success. Okay. Communication. First, you gotta respect the chain of command. Follow instructions from team lead, talk, or high com promptly. Next, we gotta avoid cluttering comms. Speak only when necessary. Keep chatter to a minimum. Next, we have clarity. Use clear, concise terms to avoid confusion. All right, I hope you guys got that. Anyone got any questions? Now's the time. First person who asks a question, I will not ask anyone questions. Going once, going twice, going thrice. No, no questions. Okay, no worries. I actually won't ask any questions here. So we'll move on to ranks. Okay, in TFCS, there are different ways you guys can rank up, or rather, there's only one way you guys can rank up. For example, you guys are currently recruits. After this BCT, you guys will be ranked up to private, aka E1. So under our Discord server, you can go to information and then the information channel. There are different posts. We can look for rank hierarchy. So you can see as you scroll up, there are different requirements, or rather there's a requirement you can rank up by gaining reputation points. So these reputation points are points you can earn from participating in events. Earning enough points will allow you to rank up. So currently you guys have 0 ranks. If you guys maintain as a recruit, or if you guys have a BCT retake, you guys are not allowed to earn any points So make sure you guys pass this BCT, and then you guys can start earning points through events and proceed ranking up, and you guys can one day lead teams and even the faction itself. Okay? All right. Next, we'll move on to detachments. So we have two detachments, okay? Remember this. Our first detachment is Ares, ARES. It is the main fighting force of TFCS. They handle the frontline combat, securing and holding objectives, and pushing into contested areas. Next, we have Valkyries. The Valkyries serve as the faction's air support and transport wing. They provide rapid mobility for ground units, close air support during combat. Okay? Anyone got any questions so far? Okay, going once, going twice. Okay, no questions, so I will ask questions. So, Landcrest, I have a question for you. How many detachments do we have, and can you list down the name of our detachments?
Can we?
Hello, Salmon. You were AFK. Okay, I'll explain again. We have two detachments. Make sure you remember this. Okay, our first detachment is Ares, ARES. Second is Valkyries. Okay, Ares the main fighting force. Valkyries is the air support. Okay, if you guys need to go AFK, please inform me so I know you guys don't know certain parts of the BCT. Okay, it's very important. So no worries. You don't have to ask a PTS. You don't need to ask permission to speak and just say AFK. Okay, then I'll know when you guys are gone. All right. So I'll ask you again, Landcrest. What are our detachments in TFCS? And can you list down the names for it?
Are you using the Onyx?
No, I'm using standard map. So
Do you
Landcrest,
want it?
I think no need. It's okay. Landcrest, are you able to answer?
Do you have RGE?
No, I do not. But Kosa is here. He's supporting. Okay, Landcrest, what are our detachments? We have two of them. You don't have to explain what they do. You just gotta list them out. What are they? Yes, Ares and Valkyrie. Okay, make sure you remember that. Okay. Next, Epitaph, I have a question for you. How do we rank up? Yeah, correct. So you gotta join events as a private or above to gain points to rank up. Basically, you gotta pass the BCT to gain reputation points. So reputation points are the main way to rank up is you gotta gain reputation points. Okay, next, Mac, I have a question for you. How should you treat all of your teammates? Yes, respectfully. Do not treat your teammates like dirt. Okay? I'll try keeping the questions more simple. So basically, I would basically give everyone the answers in front of you. So it should be very easy to answer. Okay? Next up, we move on to our subunits. So we have three subunits. First, we have Titan. This is our armored division. Titan is a subunit under Ares. Remember, okay? Titan is a subunit under Ares, the ground force, and they operate armored vehicles and heavy weaponry. Their role is to provide firepower and protection for infantry during assaults. as well as to break through fortified positions. Titan works closely with Ares to support pushes and secure objectives. Okay, remember. Next we have Nyx, aka the Recon Division. Nyx specializes in long-range engagement and intelligence gathering. They provide overwatch for the main force, eliminate high-value targets from a distance, and scout enemy positions to guide the squad's movements. Okay. Next we have Hades, SOF. Hades is the Special Operations Detachment, tasked with high-risk precision missions such as sabotage, hostage rescue, and deep infiltration. They operate in small, highly disciplined teams where stealth, speed, and coordination are critical. Okay? You guys have any questions? Going once, going twice? Okay. Oh, okay.
Sold.
Go ahead. Someone, do you want me to stream?
No, I'm in game.
Okay, okay. They sneaks under the infantry branch. Okay, Nyx is actually spelled with a Y. So that's my bad. I did not elaborate on that. So Nyx is spelled this way. Nyx is part of the infantry branch, aka Ares. So they're part of the main force, but they're also further away from the main force as they are usually the long range recon team. Okay, got that? You can reply with yes. Okay. Okay, we now proceed. Unless anyone got any other questions.
How do we get into those detachments or subunits?
Yeah, does anyone want to ask that question? If no, I will not answer that question. Will anyone else ask that question? No? If no, then it will remain a mystery, okay? Oh, Epitaph is writing. How do you join the 3 divisions? So these subunits, how do you join them? I don't know. Okay, I'm just kidding. Basically, there will be trainings posted up in the training channel by the respective leaders. So they will post it up and you can see whenever it's available, you guys can join these tryouts. Okay. I am not too sure on Hades. I think it may be handpicked. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Next, move on to team structure. So in the team, we have different roles, and these roles have different responsibilities. So I would say these team structures are more applicable in certain events that are more serious, such as operations. But we do use these roles in standard patrols as well. First, number one, we have team lead. They are responsible for overall mission planning, issuing orders, and coordinating with the squad during operations. Okay, this is the team lead. Next, we have the breacher. Does anyone know what the breacher does? Does anyone know what the breacher does? Yes, the breacher breaches. Correct. Or roughly around there, yes. So the breacher handles entry points, clears rooms, and ensures the team can move safely through obstacles. Okay, that is the role of the breacher. Next, we have infantry. Does anyone know what the infantry does? Do not answer, Mac. You already answered. The rest of you can ping me on general if you guys know the answer. If not, I will move on. Oh, Epitaph is writing. What does the infantry do? Infantry is the main ground force. Yes, so the infantry is the general purpose operator, or rather the main ground force, who engage in threats, secure objectives, and support other roles. Okay. Next we have medic. What does the medic do? Landcrest, do you know the answer to that? What does the medic do? Okay, typing. Whoa, did you Google that? To provide immediate life-saving medical care, stabilize injured or ill individuals, and manage their condition until they can receive higher level. Okay, I would prefer you wrote that in your own words. But yes, the medic provides medical assistance to injured teammates and ensures the team remains combat effective. Okay, it's very, very self-explanatory. Next, we have marksmen. They provide long-range support, eliminates high-priority targets, and covers open areas. Lastly, we have the gunner, operates heavy equipments, such as like heavy weapons or vehicle-mounted armaments to provide suppressive fire. Okay, roles are not exclusive to one person, and one person may hold multiple roles, such as the breacher may be a gunner as well. A marksman could also maybe be a medic. You wouldn't know. Okay, so I have a question for Landcrest. How many roles do we have? Okay, yeah. Move on to non-VC comms and answer me there. How many roles do we have in a team? You can just give me a number.
Six, seven.
Well, we got 20 roles in a team. Okay, please pay full attention. We have 6 roles. Okay, these 6 roles are team lead, breacher, infantry, medic, marksman, and gunner. Okay, we have 6 roles. Please remember that. Okay. Okay, lastly, we'll move on to not lastly, sorry. We'll move on to like the class sheet assignment. So in certain more serious operations, we will utilize this class sheet assignment. It's used to assign roles to for participants to participate in events. These roles can be requested in those threads made by the host. Requests must be confirmed by the host. If you join without requesting a role, you'll be automatically be assigned to infantry and will be assigned to a squadron by the host. Okay? Aged. All right, let's move on to ROE. Does anyone know what ROE mean? Going once, going twice, going thrice.
Can I answer?
Yes, you can answer.
Rules of engagement. Rules of
Wow.
engagement.
Wow. Thank you, Caged. Thank you, Caged. Yes, ROE means rules of engagement. Okay, ROE are the directives that govern when, how, and if force may be used during any operation. Okay? ROE are issued by High Command and must be followed exactly. So ROE is very important and make sure you guys take note of this. Okay? You have different types of ROE. First, we have weapons hold, means no firing unless specifically ordered by command. It's used in non-kinetic or high sensitivity high sensitivity missions. My bad. Next, we have weapons tight. Fire only at positively identified hostiles. No shooting on suspicion. Okay. Next, we have weapons free. Engage any target not positively identified as friendly, used in high threat, low civilian environments. And then we have engage when engaged. Return fire only if you are fired upon first. Defensive posture unless provoked. Okay, this is very important, so I'm going to quiz you guys. Epitaph, I have a question for you. How many ROE types do we have? You can use non-VC comms. Yes, we have 4 ROE types. Mac, can you name one of the ROE and explain what it does? Hands-free shoot anything. Okay, you almost got it. So basically weapons-free. You're able to shoot, any targets not positively identified as friendly. So I'll go through it again. Weapons hold, don't fire unless ordered. Next, we have weapons tight. Fire only once you identify the target is a hostile. If it's not, you do not fire. Next, we have weapons free. Can engage any target not positively identified as friendly. So most likely, all targets, unknown targets, are most likely hostiles. And then we have engage when engaged. Even if you see the target is hostile or not, you do not engage. Only unless they fire upon you first. Got it? Okay, so next we have the core principles of the ROE. So we need to have positive identification, confirm the target is hostile before engaging when ROE requires it. And then we need to have obedience. Follow the RE issued for the mission. Violations have disciplinary and mission consequences. Because there might be, let's say, a VIP around the room and hostiles around the room as well. And as you reach inside the room, you don't want to go weapons free. You need to be weapons tight, okay? Because you do not want to kill the VIP or hostage. Understood? I want to hear yes sir or something so you guys can understand. Do you guys understand? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. How about you, Landcrest? Do you understand? Or are you still confused? Landcrest, hello? Are you AFK? Going once. Going twice. I will assume you're AFK. Alright. No matter. We are done with the lectures, so we will now move on to practical. So everyone follow me out to the flagpole in front. Let's go, let's go, let's go.